there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? Come on, guys. But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger, I fear, is training.
accept it. I took this during Discord, and I'll have some odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
And we will certainly miss you. It's very special goodbye there, folks. See what happens. The sea is climbing all over the place. There was a crash in the right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the stage. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday stream. Yes, welcome. We're in Faro. We're in Faro. We're in Faro, and we're going to fly from Faro to Lisbon. And it's going to be a quick, short trip. So I better be very fast and on the ball, which I am not. I'm very tired today. So actually on the flight simulator earlier on playing with VATSIM. And I will talk about that in the cruise, will we? Because that's really cool. Now, the first thing in the checklist, as you well know, is to give producer buttons a treat. Alright, so I have a treat in my pocket. All organised ahead of time. Some buttons. Say hello to everybody. There you go, butts. So folks, yes. We'll talk about that in the cruise, so welcome everybody. Let's see who's with us there. I just opened up YouTube. I'm a little bit behind and I'll tell you why. Okay. Flight sim wouldn't load because I was flying it, and it wouldn't load this flight here we're doing now today, and I had to restart. And we all know the television wants to restart because I've been on here for so long. We all know how long that takes, and the flight sim won't load for some reason, so I had to reboot it, which is very displeasing. Buddy, let's see who's. That's just me hearing repeating. There we go. We're on YouTube and Twitch today. So Miranda Phillips with us. Hey, Gripper. Oh, by the way, folks, yeah, thank you for being so patient, because we missed Sunday, didn't we? We missed the Sunday stream for the first time ever. I had to go abroad, and I wouldn't get that chance again. It won't come up again. So I took it. I bit down hard, and I took it eventually. Because I was offered to me a few times. Just a quick trip. So I took it. And as you know, I'm not streaming every week. We'll wait till the winter for that and videos and stuff. I will not have the time, man. But I will be on Wednesdays and Sundays. That's my, because then otherwise, that's not good for subscribers and whatnot. So I've got lots of stuff to do this year. I've got 2 new airplanes and probably a twin now to learn this summer, as well as flying. So I'm going to be really busy. I hope you forgive me. I hope you understand. Anyway, so Miranda Phillips with us. Hey ho. It says, my gosh, awful timing. NVIDIA make me install a new update. I know every time I look there, it's a new update in NVIDIA. I did it this morning. Clappy D's with us. Clappy D, greeting and salutations. He says, pin the flight plan. Thank you. Clappy D's great for reminding me stuff. Do it's great to have another person in the airplane with you for once, if you know what I mean, Clappy D, to help you out with stuff, because you do, there's so much going on. Also, I thought for shits and giggles, right? We're going to have, I have been playing with VATSIM. I've never used VATSIM before. The radio is different to VATSIM because of the little airfields I go to, there's not much radio work, and then it's all departures and all that kind of stuff. And taxiways, you have to be on top of it. So I'm going to start VATSIM for myself for the next, if I get the time, please God, and I will. But for the minute, we're going to listen out to it, right? And we'll talk about that on the cruise. So we'll switch to this frequency here. There's no one on. I departed from Gatwick earlier on. I did the departure clearance, the taxiways, and everything worked out great. Happy days. We'll talk about that. So there's no issues there. So what am I doing here? Reading the comments. Very tired. Very sleepy. I will fill the pin. I'll do it now. Right. Let's get the flight plan up here. Let us pin the flight plan PDF. Make sure that's the right flight plan. So we're in SimBrief, folks. 18,000 feet because it's a quick trip. Right. Flight level 180. Right, so it's going to be, I got to be on top of things. Let's see how I screw things up. Let's see how I get out of it. I'm under pressure now because you're all watching. So we're going from Faro, runway 28, the SID. There's a right there, and we're coming to trolley 9A, whatever that means. I'd rather go Tango Romeo Oscar India Alpha 9 Alpha. Because I have trolley 9 Alpha or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll find out as we go. Anyway, so that's the flight plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it into the chat, and I'm going to pin it to the chat. Control V. Oh, Control V. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Will that work? Let me click on that and make sure. Yeah, that's it. That's the flight plan we're using today. Let's do it in Twitch. Let's do it in Twitch. Twitch is with us. Speaking of Twitch, Twitter, and Twits 4 is with us. Greeting Twits. Come on, Control V. Oh, it's not doing it now for some reason, folks. Trouble's ahead. Gripper Sim's doing it again. Come on, Control Copy. Just forgot about it. You know, Control V. Boom. And I'm going to pin that to the top there on Twitch. Manual the other stream, that's fine. And then we are going to pin the flight plan on YouTube. Done. Okay, thank you, Clappy D, as always. What else we got? There it is. You got it. Okay, cool, folks. Now, let's get this puppy started, shall we? Let's get the batteries on. I'll get the checklist now in a minute. Batteries on. Oh, we have external power available. I don't have to do anything there with that. Happy days. And let's get the APU as soon as possible. 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, and hit the start button. Don't need any lights on yet. With the Nava logo on. And also, let's get the IRSs lined up. I'm going to switch them on and off again because then it's instant. You don't have to wait the 9 minutes or whatever it is. So that's just get the thing started so we don't have to wait for anything. Let's get the checklist out. Let's see who's... So Trits, I hope you're well as well. Sorry I didn't talk about Trits, good stuff. So we've got a few of you with us. Let's make sure I got the YouTube chat delay. Clappy D, yes. There is always a chat delay with YouTube and Twitch. They vary, don't they? So Miranda Phillips said, just loading up the sim now. Had some updates to do. No worries, guys, because we've got plenty of time. Because, you know, it takes a half an hour, you know, to get it started. That's the problem. Well, it's not a problem. Because we go cold and dark every time, no? You know, cold and dark. We want some newbies. We want them to know if you go to Gripper Sim, you kind of learn as much as I know, you know, which is not a lot. Where's the music? There's our lovely start music there, folks. Volume 9 is usually good. If it's too loud, let me know. Let's go to the checklist I have and let's run through that. Okay, so charts and note times, we'll do those as we go. Check weather and forecast. Oh yeah, let's get the real world weather here. I'm fascinated with the real world weather on the simulator still. Real time live weather, please. Thank you very much. And let's have a look around Faro here. This is the paid one. I know it's very loud when I'm out there like that. Very loud. Oh, there's a few things I have forgotten, okay? Because I was on VATSIM, right? So, with the data, I had to switch a lot of stuff off. Let's go to traffic, so you can see me. So multiplayer aircraft and proximity. Using aircraft, I don't know about that. And we want to go to data. We want to make sure we're online. Real world traffic is off, that's fine. Live weather. Multiplayer is on, so you should see me. You'll let me know in the comments if you can't see me. I think that's all I did. Let's double check the traffic. Oh yeah, the traffic. Airport 10. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. Let me know if you can't see me. Because one thing I forgot to do is load the real world traffic for iCandy. Bye bye, our installer, folks. Let's get that organised. Great, there's no the traffic injector. Great, no updates. Let's start that. Go on, injector. This is, I love it. Stop that. I love the whole real world traffic. You see them spawning in now if I get all the stuff out of your way. I don't want to make any changes. Happy days. You see all the airplanes populating. I love it. Oh, yeah, it'll sort itself out. Faro is a very well done airport there. I've never been there. Do you know? I've never been there, but it's all there. Do you know? As it would be. And we've got the real world traffic. Let's tag up. We're tagged up. I can't see anybody with us yet, but you'll be along. Let's get to the cockpit then. Reactivate the screen. I chose an Aer Lingus delivery today, folks. I'll tell you about that in a minute, because I want to have the same aircraft for VATSIM. Do you know what I mean? That would be nice. Okay, park brake is... Set. Chocks remove. No, why would I want to remove the chocks? No, I'm not removing the chocks there. A GPU ground power unit connected. Yes, it is. So we did that. Throttle. Let's check those throttle levers, folks. That's good. That's fine. Everything's as it should be. Both engines should be off. They are. And the starter's on normal mode. Batteries are already on. Generators are already on. External power is on. And also, by the way, while I'm there, we've got the APU, so we don't need external power anymore. That can go. Panel display, set brightness, yeah, it's daylight. Nav lights on. Really need to put the nav lights on, which I did, okay. On the logo. Panel lights, okay, that's fine. Landing gear lever is checked down. I'm using the physical controls here. Flaps are up. There you go. Spoilers retracted. Fuel quantity. So we have at the minute. We haven't loaded SimBrief in yet, but I just want to see this change. 9,580 kilograms. No, that's yeah. Fuel on board. Fuel on board 9,580 kilograms. Okay, great. Let's load up SimBrief then. We'll get to that in a minute. Safety belt signs on. Smoking and all that kind of laptops. But I hate that I have that all button. No smoking signs. Good. De-ice. No, it's Scorchio. What's the temperature? The temperature is 21 degrees. Scorchio. Request clearance. Welcome, Vatson. Transponder on standby and all that kind of stuff. That's on standby. And transponder TCAS standby. Yeah, that's fine. Beacon lights. On. Well, hang on. If I put the beacon lights on, everyone's going to run away. You know, so I'm not doing that just yet. Emergency lights, yeah, we need these for the cabin here. Armed. Flight management computer, let's do that. Let's go, like, bat out of hell. Let's go to init request. It's actually the way it works in the real life, I found out recently. I was like, I thought they just put it there for us, do you know, because we're playing, really. And that's how it's done. Flight number 365 I'm going to use. Cost index to go, we'll go Ryanair 3. The cruise altitude is flight level 180. That temperature looks about right. Mass and balance and whatnot, folks. Boop. Let's get our mass and balance sorted out and load the aircraft. Boom. Scorchio, QNH1014. And QNH1014 once, twice, and thrice. Good. Okay, so let's go to mass and balance. Let's get this set up. Let's load the aircraft. I'm going to do it instantly. I do like this Airbus. It's so much less complicated than the 737, really. I mean, it is 2023 Boeing's. The more you learn, I tell you. 56.7, I'm rounding it up. 56.7 / 30 point, was it 4? Let's just double check that. 30.5. 56.7 and 30.5. 56.7, 30. That's fine. Pop that in there. We get our block fuel here. Now let's see if it's changed. It takes it in from SimBrief, like 5,000 kilograms there. Let's see if that changes, or it's actually, is it here? No, it's not there as well. Let's see if that number changes there, just out of curiosity. Let's see if it loads in the fuel. Takes a bit. Oh, that's block fuel. That's different to what fuel on board. That's what we're going to use for the flight. So we've got loads left over. That's silly of me. Brain fart. Now, also, we want our V-speeds for departure. Lots more stuff in here in the real world, but let's just see if we can catch some stuff. Oh yeah, let's load the wind. Let's load the winds to make things easier for a computer. Happy days. It's all good. Oh, lots and lots and lots of wind changes there, folks. Great. Let's go to performance now, and our takeoff V-speeds are as follows. Now we've got to come out of here. We go to departure brief. We're going Faro. We're leaving runway 28. Surface is dry. I'm kind of disappointed now with regards to, I bet you it's Force Toga. I bet you. So I can hit yes here if it's over 2,500 meters. Anti-ice soft packs will be on. Let's load that and get the weather in. Load that. Let me know if it's too loud. Always. There, it should go 4-stroke here. If I need to 4-stroke. Yeah, toggle required. So full takeoff. No messing about. 115, 135, 135. 115, 135. 115. 115. 135. Short runway. 115, 115, 135. 115, 135, 135. Yes. Do that. There we go. 115, 135, 135. Good. Happy days. And flaps down 1. Flaps 1 down 1. 1 slash down 0.1. Boom. Right, down 1. Very nice. And I think that's it, except, right, let's get our flight plan organised. Let's, we're in Faro. We're going to depart via, as my flight plan. Oh God, what did it is? Flight 2, runway 28. And, Oscar Delta Echo Mike. Oscar Delta Echo Mike, 1V. Oscar Delta 1 Victor. Great, there we go. I'll have you, please, thank you. Go in there, please. Arrival. Arrival into Lisbon. Arrival. 02. And our star is Troy something. Tango Romeo Oscar India 9 Alpha. That is correct. Boom, boom, and boom. Happy days. Let's check that. Let's go to plan mode. Let's go to 40 miles out and step that up. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. No discontinuities. Oh, it's doing an arc. Great. Yeah, we'll do the arc. Maybe we'll see how we go. We'll take direct from Troya here to one of these guys, but I think it's going to be so short I won't have time. So I'm happy with that. Go back to flight plan, set it back to arc and 10 miles. Departure briefing. Yeah, there's a lot to this. We haven't really done, you know, the taxiing and how to taxi, but we'll do that today, right? Because I tend to think it's boring, the setup, but it's actually kind of important for the sim brief. So I'm going to take my time there. Departure briefing, yeah, we're going to do that now in a second. Towards check and close. Startup procedure, APU bleed, APU's on, APU gen is on. I did that immediately. Let's put on the fuel pumps. Good, and the oxygen. Thrust levers are idle. Engine area clear. Fuel pump switches on. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Right, what we're doing. Navigraph is our friend. Oh yeah, what we also want. Oh yeah, so Navigraph, you can load your sim brief into Navigraph. Right. Well, there's one thing I want to put in here, and that's the plate, so not losing this. So I'm kind of getting used to Navigraph still. Lima, Papa, Foxtrot, Romeo. That will have to do that offline. We are going to be leaving runway 28. I just want to get the transition altitude, really. 4,000 feet. It's in here somewhere. Transition altitude is in here somewhere. Where is it? Where are you? Do you see it when it's too late, you say? Nope. No. It's on Prague. Is it in performance? There we go. Transition 4,000 feet, just like the plates. Great. Okay, so that's all done. Happy days. That's good. I have in the past forgotten to change it. It does flash actually here, right, to remind you to change the transition altitude. In my head is, oh, I've got two screens. Do you know, I've got two. Look, there's another one there. I'm looking over here at the chat. And over here, You can't turn the camera on. There's another TV with plates and stuff. So you kind of, when you're doing this, you're not looking at that and you miss it. So that's that done. Okay, so let's, what else is there to do? You know? But to get going, really, you know? We don't have to do that, do we? We don't have to. Let's have a look. It is confusing flying the 737 of this one after the other. I think I'll stick to this a little bit more than usual. Any more comments there? Sir Random Philip just bought the Thrustmaster rudder pedals. Should arrive this Saturday. Oh, great. Sir Random Philip, you like that? It's nice to have a good pair of rudder pedals. That's the most important thing, but some sort of, even a twisty stick, you know yourself. But it's nice to collect these things over time, you know. Okay, let's get Pushback. Oh yeah, there was one thing I wanted to do. I knew it. I was stalling on purpose. Right, 132975. That's all we can do. That's all that's online. And my radio's not working great. I'll have to do this twisty thing here. There's no one on VATSIM now, you know, so we're just going to listen. 127. Where are you? No, what am I doing? Sorry, folks. 132. This is center now. 975. Oh God. Come on. 975. No. There we go. 132975. 132975. Boom. We might hear something. Right. We'll talk about VATSIM in the way if you get a chance. I'm sure we will. Let's get backtrack going. Let's get all the stuff away from the aircraft. Let's get the beacon light on. Good. Stroke to auto, I think. It should be off. I'm just using Common Cop here. You know, we'll put that on later. Phoenix. Ground services. No ground power unit, please. Shocks and cones away. Close the doors. Safety belt signs are on and all that kind of stuff. You know, packs and things like that. Okay, let's get the old... I must get the GRX started again, folks. What do you say? Do you know? Pushback, please. Where are you? Am I blind? Ground services. Request pushback. Okay, I'll leave them over here. The truck will come over. Where are you? Where's the truck? There's the gate. Pulling away. There's the trucks underneath us already, folks. Very nice. Looks busy. Lots of airplanes and things happening, folks. There goes the truck. Now, have I checked the weather? Yeah, it's live. Scorcho. It's summertime. It's coming thick and fast, folks. The summer. Rocket break off. And just like in GSX, they have the pins and all. It's just bizarre. You know, it really is. Oh, I haven't even thought about where I'm gonna face. Tail to the left. Tail to the left. If you guess. Start turning. It doesn't start. Turn to the left, please. Very good. Let's start up engine number 1. Or number 2, actually. Start. AP bleed is on. AP bleed, AP bleed, AP bleed, AP bleed, AP bleed. AP bleed, please. Where are you? Every time. Starting engine number 1. Number 2, excuse me. Number 2 starting. Stop the pushback. Thank you. Brake on. Brake on. Here we go. Engine number N2 is kicking off. Very nice. Let's have a look at the chat. Ian Bevington's with us. Greetings, Ian. Hey ho to you. I'm back. It says, hi Gripper, not watched for a while. Life getting in the way. I know how you feel, Robert Thine. We're Ian Bevington. Sorry, Ian. Excuse me. Robert Thine. He's not here yet. Good to be back, he says, and watching again. Yes, Ian. I mean, we all come and go with Flight Sim. It's just one of those hobbies where you can leave and then you go back to it and you go, oh, wow. Do you know this? Oh, there's new updates and there's new airplanes. You know, I want more Airbuses out there. You know, I want more study level Airbuses. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. I don't think I'm a Boeing man. Do you know? It's interesting. I will fly it, of course, next week, but I've got so much work to do. So we're kicking off there. We don't have to add fuel. It's on 737. Available. Number 2 is available. Let us go to engine number 1. Let's look outside. The lot's doing its thing. Very loud. I know you're telling me to, you know. Now while that engine's starting, let's have a look at the charts. Right? Where are you? So I have to get rid of this. I think it's better just to zoom in. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taxiing. I'm just going to think ahead now for VATSIM. You're going to see South Apron, Charlie 2, Papa to holding point. Where's the holding point here? Oh, Papa. So Papa to Papa what? Though you see, is a Papa one? That's a Papa 1 or something, or 2 or 3. So it's not giving me that information. However, I have to go over here now to see. Do you know what I mean? PPP, what does that mean? So if I get taxi instructions, let's say taxi Apron South, Charlie 2, Papa 4 to Papa 5 to Papa 6, hold short Papa 6. Do you know what I mean? There's no numbers there, so that's quite confusing for me. However, if I go to taxi here, no, it's Papa. I don't know. You see, I'm sure he'll say turn right or left. Charlie 2, not Papa, but I thought they were numbered. That's what happened in SimBrief me today. But I got away with it. It was fine. I just used my common cop, but I was lucky, do you know? And I wasn't sure. And I didn't want to make a fool out of myself. Do you know? No, I didn't want to make a fool out of myself. So, can you hover it and take it? No, we'll have to have a look as we go. Okay, engine number 2 is available. And engines to start mode normal. Normal mode. It's not start mode normal, it's normal mode. And let's start taxiing, folks. Let's just get the checks here. Both engines are good. We don't need the APU anymore. I'm not listening to the checklist. APU is to come off, folks. Engines are started. Fuel flow, that's another big thing. Obviously, I haven't been doing that. So the fuel flow and all that kind of thing. That's going to be in here. Do you know? Hydraulic fuel pump switches, they're all on. Let me just put my eyes on those again. There we are. That's fuel. Air conditioning. Really high. See, you need to know where to put your eyes. It's the problem. There it is. Is that it? Oh, there. Okay. APU off. Ciao. Complete should come off as well. Most selectors back to normal. I just did that. Probe window heat, they're all auto. This is what happens when you're flying both aircraft. I think it's a bad habit. I think it's, you know, in the 737 now, my eyes are going 737. You know, flying the 737 one week and this the next week is not a good idea. I know you're going, Gripper Sim, it's there. There it is, there. Look. Alright. Okay, you can put them on my heading and all that stuff. I don't know if you need to do it in the Airbus. I don't know. Standby instruments. Okay, that's fine. Radios and avionics. Great. We switched that frequency, didn't we? So we can listen out. 132. Oh, we didn't. What the deuce? Has it changed? I mean, 132975. 132. I'm going to change that. Let's see. There's no one online in VATSIM at the moment. Let's just load up VATSpy. VATSpy is, you can see who's on. Let me just show you here very quickly if you haven't done VATSIM. So this is a VATSIM. You actually connect, and you can connect. Well, let me just connect just to make sure I did it right here. Let's just connect, right? And connect. You see, you can connect in observer mode, so you can just listen, right? Which is cool. Connect as observer. So we're connected, right? Now, VATSpy, however, will tell you who's on. Do you know? So here we got some peeps here in London. I have to figure this out myself now because it looks like Echo. What's that? Southampton, Manchester is live with ground, tower, and ATIS. And you got the various sections. So that's great. No one in Dublin yet doing any ATC. I thought it was really busy in VATSIM, you know. And have you got anyone here? No, of course we don't. So we just listen out on that and see what happens. Anyway, that's another subject. But yeah, we've got to get into that now, folks, at some point. Autopilot, we don't want to activate that. What are you going to do? Very loud outside. Where is no one's with us? Oh, we got no. Well, might be someone new though. Mendana 87. It looks like something like that. Anyone else? Anyone else? Someone? No one else coming along? Not yet. We're causing a traffic jam. We're causing a traffic jam. So let's rock and roll and let's get taxiing. Let's take the park brake off and start taxiing, folks. 38 minutes have passed. I know, it ain't, it just isn't on. I like to get it in 30 minutes. When you put the radio on top of that, it's going to be even more complicated. Okay, before taxi, probe window heat, we've done that. Radios, avionics, autopilot, flight directors are on. Good. Auto brake, we're going to set that to max for ejector takeoff. I have it here in the physical controls. I'll see it there. That's it. We'll take a right here. Standby instruments are good. Elevator trim. Let's get the elevator trim here. I can't see from here, and I'm turning the aircraft at the same time. Take the next left now, folks, and we're out of here. Oh, Random Phillips, start your taxi. Okay, cool. I just didn't see it, some Random Phillip, you know. We'll do this VATSIM one day. And so, Random Phillip, do you do VATSIM? Are you a VATSIM person? I aim to be. It opens this big new world, and they're very professional. It's bizarre. You know, it really is kind of bizarre, folks. You know, it even simulates the frequencies if they're in range or not. Do you know, I believe. Do you know what I mean? Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that bizarre?
Here
we go. It's Unicom. There we go. Now where are we? Elevator trim controls. Controls. I'm gonna get good at this thing. I need to get good at one of them. Do you know? F control I'm looking for. There we go. Great. Up. Elevator. Down. Back to neutral. Right 4 spoilers. Left 4 spoilers. It's gonna work. We all know that. Rudders are fine. I think we should do that in the ground though, maybe. Let's use the whole runway, shall we? It is a short runway. Let's use the whole runway. Trim 1 down. Not 2, but 1 down. 1 down, thank you. Trim 1 down. Flaps 1. Good. Auto brake, accelerator, trim, flight controls, check that. And set trim, we've done that. Let's make sure we get our altitude. 18,000 feet, we'll use that. We've no ATC today. 18,000 feet, constraints are on. Good. Taxi lights. Oh god, I should have done that before I taxied. No, I'm going to stop here. That's just embarrassing. Should have been on. What are you going to do? It would be nice to have a pair of hands in Flight Simulator, folks, no? You just hold short here. I had to stop, because if I look down like this, yeah, you're going to go, you know, you've seen it happen in the grass, you know. It's all very embarrassing. And the recorder, thank you, Clappy D. Clappy D, you are magic. Fly recorder. And at the end of this, we'll get a replay of the takeoff and the landing. Let's hold here now. Let's get ourselves set up. Good. Config. Yeah, takeoff memo. Let's get the takeoff config thing done here. Predicted wind shear is not. Yeah, I know that. It's not modelled, do you know? There we go. I love that, the whole thing. Spoilers, you do arm the spoilers to take off. Okay, great. Makes sense. You're barreling down the runway, dump the lift, put the weight in the wheels, no? What do you want to do? I did that. You know, sometimes I'm landing, I want to stop, take the flaps up, dump the lift from the wings onto the wheels, use the brakes. For takeoff checklist, park and brake. We're okay. Let's set that. Fine. Got my feet on the brakes manually here. Probably a bad idea. Park and brake set. 5 instruments check. We've got our altitude set to our cruise. We've got our constraints on. That's fine. Engine is fine. Takeoff data V1, V2, VR. We've done all that. Nav equipment's fine. Landing lights on. So awkward. Come on. This real tongue sticky outy thing, isn't it? Do you know? I don't know. Put them on as well. Strobe light on. There you go. Feed of heat is auto. De-ice with no icing. Transponder, whatever that's going to be. Yeah, and of course we need our transponder on. I'm going to put it in TA only in case someone gets in front of us in the simulator. And then we have the transponder on and we're good to go. And let's rock and roll, folks. Let's rock and or roll. Let's see who's with us here, if anyone behind us, before we go and have a look to the left and right. No. No. Can you see me there, some random Philip? You're lining up, but I can't see you. I can't see random Philip. We'll figure it out in the cruise, shall we? Can you see me, some random Philip? Let me know. Oh, here's someone coming to land just as well. Just as well. Do you know, I looked out. Isn't it? Sometimes it doesn't show them. Right, let's rock and roll. Back and back off. Let's go. Come on. Now the problem here with the sim, right? I don't know how it works in sim brief, but he get a TCAS warning now of when I had the transponder on, no? You get all sorts of warnings to TCAS and go around and all sorts of stuff. Do you know what I mean? You should be doing it as you're entering the runway, like now. Flicky, flicky, switch with your hand, you know, but we don't have hands, we have a mouse. Isn't it? It's a computer, you know, what are you going to do? Let's get her on the center line there, nice and neatly. Let's declutter. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Did I miss it? I kind of missed it. Yeah, I'm missing a few feet here now, folks. There we go. Let's make sure everything's straight. It is. Okay, good. Let's go then, folks. Let's rock and roll. 40%. Is it 40? 40%, someone was telling me. We're stable. There's no throw in these throttles. It's very finicky. That's good. Chrono. Fleck. Full power. Toga. Oh, I should have hit the toga button. Bugger. I just went full power there. I don't know. Forward on the stick. Forward on the stick. Recipe's alive. 80 knots now. Come on. Ah, I'm looking down and I'm going off. B1. Rotate. Get in the centre line for the love of God. Nice jet. Let's think of the tail strike. Do you know? Oh, good. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Very nice. 15 degrees, please. 15 degrees. Now, I'm going to go a little bit less because the sim seems to slow down a little bit, doesn't it? Do you know? Let's get the autopilot on so we can look at some eye candy. Autopilot on, feed up the pedals now. Flaps are to come. Take the flaps up now. There we go. You're just gone before you get out. Have a look. Isn't it? Oh, you can see I've just departed now around the flip. That's brilliant. Happy days. I'm delighted. I got that. After takeoff checklist. Look, this is the memory items. Okay, spoiler. We don't need that anymore. Flaps are up. Gear is up. Auto brake off. I'll use my hand switch here. Or disarmed. Very nice. We don't need these anymore. We need those landing lights on. Everything else is fine. And there we go. I forgot to do the safety brief. Oh, I forgot to do the safety brief there, didn't I? Okay, climb out checklist. Thrust levers are to the climb to tent. Shit. That's what happens when you go outside. Now busted speed limit. Oh, almost. Q and H. See, that's I should know. I told myself. Remember that time? Don't go outside to look at the eye candy. You haven't got time for that. So standard is set. Climb. Thrust is set. I should have done that 1,500 feet above the ground. See, I shouldn't go outside. That really messes things up. Then when you go outside, oh yeah, look at the view, and you're left behind. You're left behind the airplane, folks. Do you know? So I'll have to do that in future. Don't go outside after takeoff after the autopilot's on. So we're passing 7,800 feet now for flight level 180. Do you know that's what's happening? We haven't broken the speed limit, which is nice. 250 knots. Anyway, check-off checklist. Takeoff thrust, yeah. Thrust lever's good. Autopilot 1 is on. Taxi lights off, which I did. Altimeter set to standard, which I just did. Below 10,000 feet, 250 knots here. We're 250 now. ATC is required. And the next job we've got to do is 10,000 feet, which is coming up in 600 feet. 500 feet now. We will switch off the lights. And passengers can move around the cockpit and, you know, get drunk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may realize your safety belt and scramble around the cabin now. We'll be passing out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink at a time, as is customary. The toilets are also ready for use, while you left it to now to defecate is beyond us. Thank you.
There we go. I missed the safety brief. What a shame. What a shame. Where was I? Checklists. Just keep our 11,000 feet now, and we've done our lights and passengers and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm going to be quick because we've got... We have... Okay, I'm blind here with this. There we go. Oh no, we've got a bit to go. We've got 60 miles to go before top of descent. You know? So that's fine. Cruise checklist. Engine instruments monitor. Okay, they're off. It's a computer. I've no failures in here today. Fuel quantity, 4,300 kilograms already. Radio's tuned and set. We tuned to that frequency, yeah, but there's no one on it. Autopilot is fine. Lights is required. ATIS, airport information. Yeah, let's do all that stuff. Let's get our... we can't get the ATIS because it isn't on here. You look at this in the VAT sim. It's great to listen to it as you're flying, isn't it? You know? But that's all they have there. But if they had anything else, come around here. Any controllers in range. That's the airport Lima Echo Charlie Mike Centre. So that's all there is. What's everyone doing? What time is it now? It's 7 o'clock. Do you know? It's 7 o'clock. My flight. Let's get the weather on arrival here. Okay, let's get that sorted. QH1013. Interesting. Let's go to performance. No, we want to go... Yeah, performance. Next phase. Managed. Cruise is managed. Descent is managed. Approach. QH1013. Standard 113. Okay, fair enough. what did I say? The temperature's 25 degrees, was it? Temperature's 23 degrees. 23. Magnetic wind is going to be 310 at 10 knots. 310 at 10 knots. Transition altitude is 4,000 feet there. We'll double check that. Approach speed, I want to put another 5 in that. So that's going to be 13. Just put in 139 there, that's enough. Let's get our minimums, folks. Let's get our minimums for Lisbon. Let's get all that out of the way. Sorry about this. Lima Papa Tango. Oh, I'm foolish. Do you know what I could do here?
Con 22.8, muchas gracias y feliz tarde. Amazon 241.
There we go. Lima Papa Tango. Lisbon, yeah. Approach. We're coming into runway 02. ILS runway 02. There it is. And there's all that stuff. So it's very loud, I know. Very loud. Let's just, one day I was doing this and the actual speed, it was 6 degrees glide slope. Do you see that there? Let's zoom in a bit. It was 6 degrees glide slope, and I was wondering why 800 feet didn't work. You know, 6.25. There's a listen for you, for me as well. Minimum is 530 feet. So it's going to call out at 530 feet minimums, and that's when you decide to go around or continue. Put that in the barrow. We want full flaps. Happy days. Let's see where we are. Let's go to Prague here. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of something else here. I'm thinking. There you go. 101 miles. Right nav. Frequency is 109.10. 109.10. Lima, India, Lima. India, Lima, Lima. Approach course is 24. 024. It's always 1 degree out. I don't know why it's 1 degree out. Is that something to do with magnetic and true north or something? I don't know. There is our plate there. I don't like using that because if I go back in there I expect to see the same thing as I left it at, and it doesn't do that. So if anyone knows, I'd appreciate it. You know, that would be nice. So I think I will use the other one. Let's get it up here on this one here. I already have it in there. I'm just double checking that I have it. Approach 02. Good. 4,000 feet is the base for the ILS. Are we at 18,000 feet? We're at top of climb. Happy days. So let's get that down to 4,000 feet now. Now I'm getting to feel fuzzy. 30 miles, less than 30 miles to go, maybe 25 or so.
Message control, Iberia 3167, establish 18 right.
Now, how do I turn down the radios? Is it here? Is that it? Is that how you turn down the radio? No.
18 right, split land, Iberia 3167.
How do I turn down the radios? Anyone know? Anybody? We go back. We might go back with some random Philip. We'll do a return trip, okay? Lining up now. Yeah, I see. Just departed. He says a very quick flight. Top of descent, just 30 miles after the cruise. Yep. Order 2 G&G. Says Boston Elf's with us, folks. Boston Elf is with us. Hey ho, Boston Elf. Yeah. So we might do a return trip. You know, I like this because I want to be able to do this and do VATSIM on my Todd. Do you know, because they have another person here helping them out. Do you know? And it looks so, you know, chow, you know? So all I have to do now, just push this button in at our descent point. So it was kind of busy there, wasn't it? Do you mind if I take my cameras off so I can have my tasty beverage? So I'm going to take off the yoke cam. I'm going to take the face cam just for the moment. So Miranda Phillips already on his descent. Straighten the camera there. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Now I'll have my little sandwich. Little sandwich there, you know. That annoys me, right? I want the cabin lights off. If they need an update, actually, by the way, the FedEx folks, right? Don't they? Because I want the cabin lights to switch off automatically. I don't have to come in here and, you know, they need to update some stuff. I learned that in the real Airbus, right? In the real Airbus, you know the way I'm coming into land, and sometimes it stops on the runway, and I'm going mad to get at the
Madrid Center. Good afternoon, Finnair 1 Romeo Yankee with you, fly level 360.
I'm going mad to get at the auto brake to switch it off because it stops on the runway. But apparently, when you brake manually, it just it disarms the auto brakes. You don't come to a stop on the runway. You know, I think so. You know, these little things. So I'm going to start descending shortly. Be careful with the Toby here. Don't let it go through it. Take us out of our immersion, you know. A little sharpness at the end. No, sorry. Wrong button. Oh, wrong button.
Madrid Control, buenas tardes, Southwest 0507 de nuevo.
Okay, top percent coming up. Let's do it. Jesus.
Copiado, pues en 22 uso con Unicom y muchísimas gracias por el control, muy profesional como siempre, Vicente.
Muy buenas, Madrid de nuevo, el Boeing 779 Merrico. Nada, no había visto el mensaje y revertimos a voz.
Control, space, control. Yeah, there we go. Control space to get your normal position. Does anyone know how to turn that radio down? Is it up here somewhere? I know this switch is up here, but I don't think that's for me. On this side, I should be over this side actually. I should get used to sitting over here, folks. I have to learn how to set that up. Okay, so we're on profile. We're on speed. We may have to put down some speed brakes. Do you know? It's too early for that. I'll leave that out.
Thanks for your service. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't see it, Sir Miranda Phillip. No. See, I have to change some settings for FATSIM. But maybe I'll come out here. I'll tell you what I'll do, right? I'm going to hit the escape button. Let's just triple check. In traffic here. Should I have those on? You know, let's go to data. Real world air traffic, you don't want that. Leave everything on. Let's see if that works. Yeah, you can see me though, some random Philip, can you? Now, I could mess around with this, right? If I go from here direct to, you know, let's say Papa Tango 421, right? I would like to. That's a waste of time here, really, isn't it? It's going to mess up the flight plan, and we're going to be too low, or, you know, and then we're going to be too fast. And so you need a longer trip to start playing with that, don't you? You know? I suppose we could do a hold. $14,800 feet into descending. And to flight level 40. Transition altitude is 4,000 feet here, so. So we'll do a quick turnaround, yeah? As long as you can see me. Maybe I'll see you now in a minute. Now, I'm not seeing many tags at all now, to be honest with you. Let's make sure I'm tagged up here. I'm going to hit the backspace key. There we go, we got some tags now. So I switched that off. Interesting trucks. Good. We're all in profile. Speed isn't a problem now. When do you activate approach mode? You know? Seems to be a mystery still. Well, our speed is fine. We're going slow now. That's because my index is 3. You know? Cross index is 3 after all. Could put that up to, I don't know, 15. We'll hold things along. Or I could do it manually. Let's go to 250, shall we? And put it towards us. Now we'll accelerate to 250 knots, folks. There we go. It occurs to me that blue, like flight level blue, for, you know, flight level 40 is blue, right? That's our next armed altitude, if you like. Speed, you know, 250 was blue. See these blue things here, blue. Faro's blue. Now the QNH here in is, let's refresh the old weather here. 1013 still. I would like it. There must be a way to do this. When I switch from standard, it's going to have the last QNH in it, right? There must be a way to have, you know, set the QNH down here somewhere or anywhere else. So when I push that button in, it has the QNH I want it to go to. Do you see what I mean? This little thing. Right, we're 10,000 feet now. Need to get ahead because I've got to play with these switches here with this mouse. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing shortly. Please ensure your seat and tables is in the upright position and your safety belt is secured. Our cabin attendants will be around shortly to prop up intoxicated passengers. If your baby is screaming during the approach, please ensure they are stored in the soundproof overhead locker. On behalf of Gripper Team and Producent Buttons, we would like to thank you for taking a massive risk during this mostly dangerous flight. Thank you.
Happy days. So about 10,000. Brendan Beery, hey ho. Hi to you, Brendan. Thanks for helping out. He said approach phase below 10,000 feet, usually 8 or 9K. Okay, I think it varies, doesn't it? I think it does it automatically, Brendan, because sometimes I go, oh my god, I didn't do approach mode. And you know, and it's gone. It's not there. So, you know, let's zoom in a bit here. Nice to turn on. With lots of time to turn on to the ILS, so I didn't have to go fiddling around with the plan. So I haven't learned anything new today, folks. Well, in the stream, I could say, but VATSIM is quite remarkable. I wanted to show you this. How high are we now? Oh, the television wants to turn off. Yahoo! Don't you just hate that? Television, turn off. Save power. Trees in the environment. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, let's have a look. I'm show this here. If you don't know VATSIM, where are we? I don't know either. I'm just learning today. Like today, literally. It's about time. Do you know? I started that. VATSpy, right? A VATSpy here. Did I show you this already? Yeah, I did. So there's, where is everyone? There's no one in Dublin. It just takes one person. So I don't know. You see if it's lit up here. Do you know? But it looks like this. Dan Duffy's on, and he's on Tower. Okay, I thought there was a circle around it. Do you know? For volume, adjust the knob of the radio. Okay, Clappy D knows. Okay, hang on. 6,800 feet and descending. We can put on the ILS now. The LS there. We've a bit to go. Or maybe it's too early for that alarm approach phase. That's what I'm doing. This. Happy days. Let's go back to flight plan there. So everything's under control. So where that I'm using here, but which this button here? Is it this one? Because it didn't work there when he was talking. You know. That's his PA. We will be to ILS marker ILS and off. That's what I thought, Clappy D. But it didn't seem to adjust it for me, you know? Turn it down a bit. Okay, let's do some checklists. Approach checklist, fastest safety belts are on, radius are set, speed 210 knots. I'm not slowing down, folks. Oh, that was my fault. Jesus. Look. Ah. See how dodgy it can be? You see that? Now I'm going to put some brakes out to slow down quickly, because I'm just, you know. Make sure I got my hand on the right lever there. There we go. So that was a mistake there. I forgot to change it. See? Now we're 15 miles, so we'll slow down. Right, we'll slow down. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. Clappy says yes. Roll it like you're changing altitude. Yeah, there we go. But it didn't seem to. No, that's the one then. So that is the one then. So 3 radios. Okay. Now, there we go. We're slow enough. Spoilers are retracted now. Now we're good. Now we're good to go. 10 miles. I'm going to put down flaps 1. Right. Let's declutter. Oh, let's have a last look for some random fill-up there, folks. I don't know why I don't see some random fill-up. You know, I don't know why I can't see him. He can see me. That's fine. – 4,000 feet. Approach mode, gripper sim. Jesus. There we go. Just in the nick of time. Let's switch to Q&H now. 1013. This is what I mean. Look. Oh, I'll go fiddling with buttons here. You see? 103 once. 1013 twice. 1013 thrice. Okay, we're good. We're on the ILS. Everything's fine. I'm going to declutter now so I have some space to view everything. Flaps 1. Going a bit fast. Gear down. Best thing to slow down is the gear, folks. 200 knots. Flaps 2, 200 knots. Right, speed checks. Flaps 2.
2,500.
Let's make this a good landing then, shall we? There's no crosswinds. Just a headwind, you know. Great, 180 knots. Speed check, flaps 3. Oh, I didn't put the cameras back on. Shame. See, it's a busy flight. Do you know? Okay, let's do manual now. While we lower the last flaps, my view sorted out here. Autopilot 1 off. Flaps full, feet and pedals. Yeah. Now I need to get the seat position correct here. Because that will screw everything up. Yeah. Don't mess this up now. There you go. It's kind of far away from me. I'm sitting. It's like I'm sitting in the back wall here. So let's zoom in a little bit. You can watch it all in the recording. A little bit of wind from the left. 3, 4, 1 or 12 knots. We've got full flaps down. We've got gear down. Out at the outer markers. Arming the spoilers. I'm not going to use the speed brakes, the auto brakes, because it stops me on the bloody runway if I don't get them off in time. So I'm going to use... oh my god, COVID! I'm going to use manual braking. We want about 140 knots, I think, for final. And I put in 140 knots. We've got 150 now.
$1,000.
Yep. Yeah, come on. Don't go half scale for the love of God. Less is more. Do you know? Now, we all know this takes us in too high. The simulator, it's a pain in the ass. I just go with it as best I can. Maybe they've updated it, I don't know. I don't know if they did that in the update. We'll find out now in a second. It's going to get very sensitive. Oh, there's a bit of a wind there from the left. Juice the buttons is chewing stuff. Juice the buttons always kicks off when I'm at final. She's tearing stuff up, I don't know what it is. Gripper sim, concentrate, will you? Says I'm too low, doesn't look too low. You know, I've got 3 pappies and 1 white, 3 reds and 1 white. You know, juice the buttons I can't pay attention to now. I have to get another camera so you can see what's happening. I'm getting all wavy now, you see. I'm overcorrecting. That's not good. 14 knots from the left.
100 above.
Steer our cockpit now.
Minimum.
Landing, continue.
100.
Eyes at the end of the runway. I'm visual now.
50. 40.
Get away, throttle, with your nonsense.
30. 20.
I can't feel the crab at all in the sim. Get on the sim. I missed the center line. I don't believe it. And they bounced. Oh man, that wind is awful on the simulator. It's just, you can't feel the crab at all. Reverse is on. Where can I turn off? I don't want to go that way. I'll go this way. That was awful. I just can't feel the crab on the simulator at all. Can't feel a crab. I like crosswinds in the real world because you can see you're looking to the side. I think my view seated position should have been out like this. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to get that in the sim. So don't be kicking yourselves. You know, when you're in the simulator. See, that's because my TCAS is still on. I'm going to stop here. We're going to clean up. Park it back on. Flaps coming up. Design spoilers. Oh, just it's driving me mad. Can you see it there? Let's see it. Tell there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oops. Ow. Just buttons. I have to give her a treat. It's 8 o'clock. It is. It's 8 o'clock buttons. You're going to get a treat now in a minute. Auto brake off. It is off. Transponder off. TCAS onto standby. Lights. You can go on. You can go off and retract. Flexi lights. Strobe auto. Big light stays on. Everything else I think is fine. Let's go to the checklist then. Outer land checklist. Spoilers retract they are. Flaps retracted. Engine mode selector back to normal. Oh, I should have had it on. I think crank or start. I'll have to look that up. Strobe lights are off. Anti-ice is required. APU. Yeah, let's put the APU on because we're going to do a turnaround. So what we're going to do, we're going to taxi to the gate, right? We're going to taxi to the gate. And we're going to do the replay. Maybe I shouldn't do the replay. It stuffs things up sometimes, folks. You know what I mean? Brakes. Oh, the brakes temperatures here. Let's just set the brakes. Where are wheel? No. Okay, we put the brake on. The brake fan on. Why not? Brake temperature transponder is off, which I did. Taxi to gates. APU, elevator trim. Taxi lights off. Okay, fine. You get there. Brake off. Let's go to a gate. Now this is from VATSIM, right? You know, the minute you land, it's like a lot of chitter chatter. Oh, this is off again. These buttons. No. Just buttons. You're gonna have to give me a minute. You're gonna have to give us a little minute there. Just buttons. I know you're eager to see what's happening. Yeah. This is what happens when I'm in Faro sometimes. Because you hear the tone of my voice. But we have to go taxi now. Yeah. So if you then out. Just like that is. What's that noise? The man's waiting for me. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get to the gate now and get out of here. Let's get to the gate. What we do is I'll do my little intermission getting ready for the next flight plan, okay? So I'm thinking, just to be safe, because it has happened to us before, when we get back to Faro, right? When we get back to Faro, we'll do the replays. So the takeoffs and the landings. I'm a bit embarrassed about that last one. Yeah, I'm a bit embarrassed about the last one. But what can you do? You don't get, you know... A next plane I could feel it. Do you know what I mean? That's just giving out there about the. It comes up sometimes about the calibrating your stick. The stick's fine. There's nothing wrong with the side stick. That's a flight sim thing. Do you know? Again, I wouldn't show you any less. We're in paid scenery as always. So welcome to Lisbon. Do you know? Hopefully now I've kind of warmed up. It'd be a little bit better. A little bit better on the way back, you know. There we go. Just take a left here. So the big mystery is getting to the gate and not getting lost or not going down the wrong taxiway on VATSIM, and that's why they say they're right. You know, choose a small airport. So when I go to VATSIM next, I'm going to choose like Cork to, I don't know, Aldergrove, Belfast. No. You know, keep it simple. If you're in Heathrow and you're far away, you know, from everything, he's going to give you a ton of taxi instructions. And you need a bit of practice, I think, with that. Don't you? But it's funny in VATSIM. I mean, I haven't done IFR stuff on the radio for years. And before you press the button, it's like, no. It's not that you don't know how to do it. It's that you don't want to make a fool out of yourself. It's the hesitation, potentially. We try and see what it says here in the flight sim. Let's try that here. Let's just get... I like a marshaller because it's fun. Let's go to ground here and ask for taxi to gates. Taxi to gate. Yeah, I have to start looking at that, but there's a difference between the runway markers here and this, right? Yeah, that was your question. So let's see if my baby wheels will work. There's Ryanair there. Hang on, let's go. Clear those messages. Come on. Let's see if my baby wheels work. Oh, we disable the baby wheels? What happened? Oh, it's got the big ones. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. So, what was the thing I used to use for the taxiway lines? I call them the baby wheels. I want those smaller, very discreet. You don't need those big massive arrows. It's silly, isn't it? I can't remember the name of it. You're Liam. Okay, some random Philip. I'll have a look now. I'll hop out and have a quick look, and then we'll take a little break, and then we'll do the turnaround, and then we'll do all the replays when we get back. We're streaming now for only 1 hour 21 minutes. It'll be 3 hour stream, folks. You know? So 126 or 124. 124. Don't let it stop. If you let it stop, if you turn the wheel too much, it may come to a stop. Because there we go. I got that right there now. That's good. No marshaller. But does this thing work? No, of course it doesn't on this one. So we'll just have to guess, folks. We'll just have to guess. Oh, we'll go too fast. Oh. Let's have a look outside here. We can afford to go a little bit further. Where's Sheila? Hi, Sheila. She should be looking out at us. She's not. Oh yeah, I must remember, it's right by the tow truck there, isn't it? This works in Dublin, which is really cool. That'll do. Park brake on. Let's check this out. Everything. And parking shutdown checklist. Okay, parking brake is set. Thrust levers are idle. Ground contact established. Ground operators, electrical power established. We can put on the. We could get the ground power unit here, so you can tune to ground. The problem with the radio is, right, it's very annoying. You got to use the mouse. My radios aren't good enough for this, because my radio is the old shitty one. You know, the whatchamacallit, these ones here, SciTech, they used to be, and now they're Logitech, and they don't update them. It's a pain in the ass. So it's just everyone can do it. So what? Anyway, where were we? We want to get all the we want to get the ground power unit on, sorted out. Give me some chocks and cones. Give me the GPU, please. Give me the doors to the left. Give me the gate, please. Gate's coming out there, Sheila. Looking away. That's very clever. One day they'll have an animated person in there. Do you know? Yeah, that's all that. Get all the lights off. Oh, we should have turned off these lights before we got to the gates there, by the way, folks. Glass on, beacon off. That should be off. We got ground power. We've got the APU on. Let's switch off the engines now, folks. Now I should be putting on the beacon when the engines are stopped. Do you know? Anyway, that's not good. Too ahead of ourselves there. Because chop people up. Because I reckon they won't come near you when the beacon light's on. They'll just stand there and look at you. Because they're not supposed to approach an airplane with the beacon lights on. Because that means you got the engine started or they're about to start. So that would make sense, wouldn't it? So engines are off, we're all good, we're going ready for the turnaround. So what we'll do now is we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to give Producer Buttons a treat and get fill my glass, and we'll do the return trip, folks. Hopefully a little bit more tidier than it was on the way. Let's look at the last few comments there. Oh, you were talking amongst yourselves, so let me just see if I can find some random Philip. Oh, why not, you know? You can always see it at some point. You know? Sometimes that tag button doesn't work either. Maybe every update something bad happens, isn't it? I can see these guys over here and I can't see Liam Lim. Can't see him. Maybe you're not in the North European server. And could that be the issue there? Some random Philip? Oh, you're just loading in. Okay, folks, what we're going to do, we're going to take a 5-minute break. And we're going to go back to Faro. I'll do the whole thing. And then we'll time it and see how long it takes, okay? So where is my little midweek intermission there? Next leg. So I'll see you in the next leg in about 5 minutes, folks. And we're back. And we're back. The music there's a little too loud, folks. Let's just skip to a quieter song. Yeah, that'll do. Something a bit more, you know. Okay, so I left you, right? I didn't really prepare for the next leg at all. I let producer buttons out. Oh, I've opened the back door. I better close the back door. We'll leave it up for a few minutes there. Let me close the back door there, folks. No, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's check to see the brake step there and have a look and see what we can see there. Oh, what's this? What have I done? What's this? This is all new. PSI 70 Celsius. We'll see if they go down as we you know. We'll see if they decrease that to 70 there. But they'd be amber and red though, wouldn't they? You know? So that's fine. We'll turn it off. I love that. Look at this. Look. Hang on. Let's just get the camera sorted out here. I really like about the detail of this thing, right? And I haven't had an update. I want more updates because they do really cool stuff. Can you hear? Right. I'm going to go in and switch on. Right. I'll be as fast as I can, listen. I can't get over that. Anyway. Let's get ready for the next leg, folks. Let's get our flight plan organised. Let's get some stuff and things going. We might have a radio. No, we don't have a radio. No radio yet. We have actually. We can listen on. Not really just to there, is there? That's producer buttons behind me, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah. We'll do what we can do in the cruise. Okay, sim brief. Yep. Sim brief, folks. Let's go to you. We'll do a new flight. I'm going to write this down as well. Let's do that. Pencil. I'm going to use pencils from now on because I'm sick of pens writing and nothing happens. Do you know what I mean? 2365 for she's and giggles. We are going from Lima Papa Papa Tango back to Lima Papa Foxtrot Romeo. New piece of paper, please. Lima Papa Papa Tango to Lima Papa Foxtrot Romeo. Lisbon to Faro. There you go. And Lima Papa Papa Tango to Lima Papa Romeo Fox. You don't want to get that wrong. I thought you had to do. I learned as well. Pilots don't have to do any of this. It's just done for them. They just check it. Do you know? They don't have to do the flight planning. You know? Which is great. Now, the fuel I'm a bit worried about because I'll tell you why. We now have 3,440 kilograms. Right? So I want to see if that changes when we upload our flight plan. Okay? Otherwise, we'll have to find a way to fuel the airplane, which is not a problem. But what I'll do here is I'll just put on a reserve of 90 minutes because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. We'll accept everything else. Let's generate the flight. There we go. Let's look at the PDF. Oh, that's nice straight in approach. That looks very nice. Now, so here we go. And copy D, you're way ahead of me. I bet you said, oh, fly live. Yes, I have forgotten fly live. So leave it for a week, you know. I've got so much stuff to do. I have to check this for the actual streaming. Do you know? Don't I? Flappy D, I'll have to do that one day. Lima Papa Papa Tango to Lima Papa Foxtrot Romeo. We need the call sign out. A boom. Where's the flight time? It's always so annoying the hell out of me. Anyway, we'll find. We don't know yet. Okay, so let's get that going. Let's refresh. There we go. Now we've got some info at the top there. Thank you, Clappy D. Now I've got to pin the flight plan. Where are you? There we go. Pin the flight plan. Clappy D is the dispatcher. Clappy D is. Aren't you? Your dispatch. Our honoured moderator is Clappy D, folks. Replace pinned message. Oh, that's nice. Okay, good. Now let's do the same on Twitch. No one's watching on Twitch. Only on Sundays. Do you know? Let's pin that flight plan Twitch. Good. Very nice. Now, let me write some things and stuff down. We're departing Lisbon on a runway 02. We're coming into Faro, runway 28. Our SID is Tango Romeo Oscar India Alpha 6 November. Our star is Oscar Delta Echo Mike I 5K. Our cruising altitude today is 19,000, flight level 190. Sorry, I'm trying to highlight that for you. Yeah. Flight level 190. And the transition altitude is the computer. Okay, so that's that done. That's it. That's all. You know, that's all the stuff that I don't know how to do. You've got to check for fuel leaks here and all that kind of stuff. And I love the way they have the weather here. This is like, there's no weather. It's scorcho. Scorcho. A little bit of winds. No fronts or anything like that. It's pretty cool. Only 15 pages. Well, I omitted lots of the note-ons and stuff, so you don't see those. So that's why. Because it's Flight Simulator. You know, everything's fine. Okay, so let's get the flight plan in the box here. Do you know? Initial request, please. There you go. 365. I'm going to use from now on. Cost index. We'll do a 5. Cruise level is 19. Flight level 190. The temperature looks about right. The winds. Press the winds. Takes a bit. Now next to English again. Let's just double check that there now. Just have a double look there. Okay, let's do the mass and balance now. Why aren't the doors? What's this? Arrived. Deport. Yes, please, deport. He just went away. Give me the jet, please. How dare she just move it away like that? Who does she think she is? I mean, she's... Oh, hello, EasyJet. Okay, so... Door there. Okay, so, mass and balance. Load aircraft. What's loaded? I don't know. I don't know. I think we have to go in here and import next flight, folks. You know? There we go. Lima Papa Tango to Lima Papa. Oh, maybe that'll help. Last balance. Aircraft loaded. Resend load sheet. going on here? What's going on here? Oh look, I must have hit. See, it's loading up there. Just reset all. Just stop. Stop. Reset all. Right. Re-import from ZipBrief. It's re-imported. Mass balance. Load aircraft. There we go. Instant. There we go. That's more like it. The CFG was all over the shop there. 58.9 and 32. 58.9 and 32. 58.9 and 32.0. That point 0 would be very important there, I think. 58.9 and 32. Okay, fuel. It takes a while for the block. Let's see if we fueled up though. Oh, we have. Okay, so it has taken the fuel from ZipBrief. Right, fuel on board. Confirm block. Yep. Really good. Let's go to now let's just get our flight plan here, because I think I made a mistake the last time, although we don't have the runways yet. So let's go to flight plan and let's go have our departure. Our departure is 02 and our SID is TRO Tango Romeo Oscar India 6 November. That's correct. Boom. And arrival is ILS runway 28, please. ILS Z, isn't it? Oh, it's only got Y. Okay, I'll take that then. Oh. Okay. ILS. I don't know why Z and X means exactly. Do you know? But usually you're supposed to take Z, because the others maybe, I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Insert. Now let's check that. Let's go to plan mode. Let's go to 40 miles out, and that looks about right to me straight off the bat. Zoom in a bit there so you can see what I'm seeing. Let's step through it. No. Flight plan. Up arrow. You see, it's weird. See the little arrow here tells you what to go up. Up is next. Do you know, I thought down would be next. Bit weird. Okay, boom, boom. We're looking for any discontinuities. There is a discontinuity here for some reason. We can clear that. Let's see what we get. Okay, now we got problems. So, because you're factored in, aren't you? So let's just go back to that again. Come on. Flight plan. Up arrow. We're going to put in a waypoint here, folks. We're going to make our own waypoint up. Right. Now let's zoom in here. I don't like the angle. We're going to be very turny and it's kind of configure, so it's not a bad idea to know how to do it. Can I remember? Can one remember how to do that? I just have to go off the top of my head then. Let's go off the top of my head. So we're going to create a waypoint called grip. So you're going to create it first. So what I'm looking for is a waypoint maybe over here. So we've got more of a, you know, that's kind of turning into the 8 mile approach, which is a bit messy. So what I'm going to do, I'd like a 10 mile, at least 10 mile approach. So maybe from, I'm going to zoom in more. Let me zoom in more? Okay, maybe from CF28, maybe about 8 miles to heading off 9, so 060. 060. So 060 from Charlie Foxtrot 28. That's 7. We'll say 8 nautical miles. So here we go. Let's create that waypoint. So we want it just for F28. get that off plan mode here for the moment. Okay. Up is down, you see, that's the thing. There we go. CF28. SF28, isn't it? CF28. Grip. Here. Place. Oh no. Yeah, that's the place. So I'm just I haven't done this for ages, have I? We're gonna call it CF28, wasn't it? CF. Please give me a quarter keyboard for the love of God. F28. Bearing 060. Slash. Oh yeah, okay, I'm thinking of 77. That's why I was getting confused. 8. I'm gonna put it in here. It's got to be the closest one. It can't be 700 nautical miles away, so it's got to be this one. You know, it's only 100 odd miles, so it's this one. Boom. And store. So we've stored it now. Now we got to put it in. I don't know if we go to new web. No, we don't need to do that. So go back to flight plan. All the way back down here again. And put in grip. Here. Let's see what that looks like. Have I done it right? Let's tap through it. Oh, what's climb up there now? Oh, we did. It worked. There we go, look. So grip, now I'm going to go get rid of the discontinuity and we'll go out a little bit further and down in here, okay? So no panic. So get rid of the discontinuity. Let's clear that. That'll join those lines up. And there we go. That's what you want. See, it's a bit more. We turned earlier and we got about a 30-degree turn into the ILS, so that's a bit better. There you go. Because you've got to do this because they're vectored in the real world, aren't they? It's getting dark. We gotta go because we want the. We really want that. You know, we want the. We want to get us back in that golden hour, right? So the golden hour is approaching thick and fast. So we've done most of our checks. So arc mode 10 nautical miles, fine. QNH is still 1013, fine. And let's get passengers loaded. Have we got all that done? We've got the aircraft loaded. I was in mass and balance. Let's just go step back a little bit. Performance, no, in it please. Good, okay, fine. Done. Right, so let's go back to performance, do our V-speeds and get out of here. So let's come out of here and into performance. Runway, we're departing 02, yes, that's correct. The runway's dry. Flap 1, toga. No, we won't need toga. So it's flex takeoff for this one. Anti-ice is off, packs are on. Boom, boom, boom. Who's in the room? It's like playing bingo. Boom, boom, boom. Who's in the room? You know? So we want our V-speeds now. 153, 153, 154. 153. 153. 154. Good. Flaps 1 down 3 and 68. 1 down 0.3. Good. That's done. Managed. Climbs managed. Cruise managed. Descent managed. And we're about the rest when we're coming in. We're about that when we're in the cruise. So that's all done. Let's go and get out of here. We want the tail to the. I suppose you can't look outside the aircraft when you're in it, can you? But you see, does the tug man do all this? Do you know? You want to turn the tail to the left, I would imagine. By a good margin, yeah. So we're going to try that. So let's get Pushback ready to go. The radio will slow us down now when we start doing this VATSIM eventually. Do you know? Request. No, I don't want baggage. I want a Pushback, please. Don't start now. Don't start me. Go to change frequency in this thing now, I can't. Pushback. Give me pushback. Why won't you give me pushback? Am I blind here? Oh, there it is. Press pushback. Here we go. We're good. Come on, folks. I can break off. Oops. I can break off. Thank you. It's taking a while to connect there, isn't it, with the pushback? Okay, AP please. God's sake. There we go. Well, Fallen Up's with us. I think I see him there. I must get GSX again, folks, because just to use it for the pushback. Do you know? Oh, it's busy. Is it? Unit number 2. Pushback stop. There's Fallen Up. Hey, Fallen Up. Let's see what else. So Fallen Up to this, folks, for the return trip. There might be some newbies here, I hope. That's all I can see at the minute. Now, note to self, I'm not going to look outside like an idiot while we're in the climb, because we forget stuff, don't we? Don't need to. Engine number 1 is now available almost. Let's pick up engine number 1 now. Engine number 2 is good and available. There we go. Good. Let's have a look at the chat. Sorry, ignore the chat there for a while, folks. Looks like it'll be a night landing today, do you know? Davo's with us. Davo is with us. Greetings to Davo. He says, hey, Gripper, gosh, but you're good at this now. Come AI, coming along very nice. I last dropped in. Thank you, Davo. Yeah, so you noticed a big difference today. Do you remember when I first started? Hadn't got a clue. I still don't have a clue, but I think we've got the, you know, the 1%. Or maybe 0.5% of what you should really know. Cause it's all about, you know, when there's so much stuff we don't know. I don't know, you know. It says, missed you on Sunday. I was all set for the next leg of the work trip. I know, I'm sorry, Davo. I got an opportunity to go away. And I had to take it because I wouldn't come along again. And it was a trip I wanted to take. It was only for the weekend, really. But I had to take it, you know. So Wednesdays are back on, folks. You know. Brandon Phillips says you should be able to see me holding short of 02. Let's have a look. I see, is that you there holding short of 02? Oh, you've disappeared. But there was no tag. There was someone holding short there, some Brandon Phillip. Do you know? Let's get going here. So sorry about that. Reset cam there. We need it later. Okay, let's get the APU off. We don't need him anymore. APU bleed off. Master off. I need some lightage in here now because it's getting dark. I'll put the dome light on dim. And I need some more lights up here with the overhead. Thank you very much. I need some more lights down here. Boom. Boom and boom. Okay, good. We need him there. And we need auto brake to max. I'm just getting ahead of the check to steer, aren't I? That's not a good thing. Let's not do that, shall we? No. Let's not do that. Oh, buttons kicking off again. No buttons, come away from there, please. Okay, let's just relax here for a minute and go back a little bit, okay? APU, APU bleed, APU gen, that's fine. Thrust leaves at idle, engineering clear. We started the fuel pump switches, we're already on. Mode selector is fine. We started the engines. APU came off, and mode selector is back to normal. I may have done that just with my hand here because I have the physical controls. As you know, I have the little bit here for the Thrustmaster thing. I must get a camera for that one day. You can see it here, barely. No, not really. You see it there? Can't see it, it's no light there, you know. Let's get it here. Okay, mode selector is normal. Propeat's fine. Heading indicator altimeters. Yeah, let's get our altimeters up here up to our altitude of 190. No ATC today. We'll have a look at the cruise if we get a chance. 190. No one's on VATSIM. What's going on? Is this something I'm doing? What are you doing at a minus 100 here? Flight directors are both on. Auto throttle should be on as well. Does it come on automatically? Standby instruments. Yeah, they're fine. Autopilot don't activate. Set don't activate, so we set it on auto. Auto brake to max. It wouldn't light up for me there. Probably. Oh, the fan went off automatically, did it? I don't remember switching that off. There we go. We got the auto brake on to max. Elevator trim set for takeoff. We said elevator trim was going to be... Come on. You should know where this is by now. Performance? It is the performance. Down 03. Flight controls. Happy days. All the stuff and things are working. Back to neutral. Right. Back to neutral. Left and forward spotters back to neutral. Rudders. Oh, happy days. It's a simulator. Look, let's do it anyway. Flaps down 3. 0.3, should I say. And we're doing flex takeoff. Okay, cool. Taxi lights. See, that's what happens when you rush to put the beacon light on. Do you know? I think the strobe goes to auto. Put the wing lights on. See, if you speed it up too much, you forget stuff like that, you know. That's very dodgy. Flight controls, okay, altitude set, trim, taxi lights are on, parker brake on, taxi gyros, take off configuring all kinds of stuff, do that when we're taxiing. Okay, let's take off the parker brake going, let's add a bit of power, let's move off, shall we? I'm going to declutter now. Followed up, welcome, good to see you back. Ready beers with us, folks. Can you be in VATSIM and multiplayer at the same time? I don't think that was possible. No, you can't as far as I'm aware. But I tell you what we can do. We can listen to VATSIM. I think that'd be a good idea. So you can hear the radios. We can, because you can join us as well. Just on the channel then on this stream, you can listen to it. Do you know? And that's what I'm trying to do. But nobody's on because you got to get used to changing frequencies. And this box I have here, I'm realised, is a pain in the ass because you got to keep twisting it. And sometimes it doesn't come on. Look. Do you know, it's just muck some days and other days it's off. And I have to say, it's very awkward. Do you know, because you got to be quick at the old radios, folks, you know. You got to be really quick and you got to go down here and you're, you know, and then you're, meanwhile, you can't see outside and you're crashing into something. You want to be flicking the radios as you're taxiing, don't you? Do you know, and that's a problem. But you can go really, really slowly. I'll have to really slow everything down, you know. Because we might just have the radio here. But there must be, if anybody knows of a radio that has all the proper digits and stuff, because these ones are too old. No, just too old. Come on, move on, good percent. Let's get an overgraph here because I don't know where I'm going. Just going to hold here. I've got so many windows open here, so it's not funny. It's all needed though. It's all needed. You can go there. Where's an overgraph? An overgraph. Let's just see where we're taxiing to here, right? You can go. Where am I? No. No. Flights. Unload. Import flight. Import from SimBrief. The latest one, please. Zoom in. Oh wow, look where I'm going. Oh wow, that's not somewhere I'd be flying in SimBrief. We go up Alpha 2, Alpha 2. We come down here. Oh, you got a long bit of a taxi to go, folks. We do have a bit of taxiing to do. Sorry about this, but we can chat us for taxiing. Come on. Come on, I'm gonna get out of here and get the golden air. We leave time as it is, shall we? Come on. This is live time, by the way. Do you know? Let's double check. Live time, live weather. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm gonna take the next right here. I'll move up the speed a little bit. Something I haven't set. I don't like these. I haven't done a turnaround very often. Have I? So this is when I expect something to go with on takeoff. Departure. Very complicated taxiways for one runway. So just one runway here. Do you know? This is the mystery, as far as I'm concerned, folks. Come on. I do love the lighting, though. It's a stunning scenery. I'm going to go, folks. Do you mind if I just go a little bit earlier? Because I want to arrive, do you know, in the golden hour if at all possible. There we're Circle Diesel. Mike 3 here now. Get some reason going. It is a great game. It really is. But there's always, you know, when you get something like this in the computers, when it's so new, it's so cool. This simulator is so advanced than what we're used to in the past. There's so much stuff they can now do that we want more and more and more and more, which is a great thing because it'll happen. Do you know, if you think of X-Plane over the years, it was first, I remember I had it was shit. It was crap. But they just got so good, didn't they? But, you know, it's still kind of new. What's it, 2 years old now, or is it 3? Flight sim. Look at all the airplanes coming in. Wow. Where am I? Easy now. We use the whole runway. There's some folks coming in there. I'm going to halt here, and we're going to see if we can get a radio going. Let's see if we can get something going here with the radios. I don't know where he's going. Go to the holding point here. So Amanda Phillips says, getting a new 4K monitor soon, so the game should look even better. Hopefully it doesn't impact performance too much. No, just improve it, I think, of monitor. You can have 4K, and you know, it looks really good. Let's just hold here for a moment. Put the brakes on. Let's have a look, see where our man was going. Where's he going? He went around over the airport. Let's tack up to see who it is. No tack. Oh, he's going down, he's stalled, and someone online is having a bad day. Yeah, he didn't do oh, yeah, yeah, that's what there's falling up in the MD82. Nice one, falling up. Not showing me. No. Yeah, someone had a bit of a boo-boo. Didn't they? There's another guy coming in here. was miles away. Let's see, I'll go to Simbrief and see if we can get some radio chatter going. That daylight didn't really... I want to time it so we get in at the golden hour, folks. Right there will do, right? Have some scenery to look at. Now if I showed here, we are in Papa Tango and there ain't nothing there. Oh, Papa Tango ground. They have ground. They do have ground, which is joyous news, so we can listen to them. And we can change the frequency. Someone's just come on there. No, we're not on BatSim. We're not connected. Disconnect. Oh no, I wasn't connected. Thank God. Can you imagine? I'm connected as an observer. I got a fright there. I thought I was connected. Can you do this as an observer? I don't know. Can you do this as an observer? Can they see me now in VATSIM? I better check that out. I better not do that. I better not. I don't know. I don't know if I can listen to the radio. And I don't know. So I'm going to play it safe because they'll kick you off for messing around, folks, in VATSIM, you know. So I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM. I'd like to listen to the radio though. What a shame. Okay, let's just go. Right. So let's just double check everything here. So we want our lights on here as we go on. Now to take off. I don't know if you have to turn off lights on or not. All good. Let's get our safety brief out of the way.
Ladies and gentlemen,
as we're waiting for that aircraft.
Of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures to remind you of possible horrific death during this flight.
Runway 02.
There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. When you are intoxicated, please refrain from opening emergency exits during your possible drunk episode during this flight. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen mask will drop down from about your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose. Pull the strap to tighten it in.
Spoilers?
Fuck, good. If you are traveling with the children, make sure that your oven mask in the first before helping your irritating loud child. If you are unable due to intoxication, you will pass out and suffocate in an orderly fashion. In the unlikely event of emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life routes and located below your seat and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit. Please be aware, if you are intoxicated, you will be unable to carry out any of these instructions. This also makes sense to us for some reason. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Back and back off. Just mumbling to myself there. We're not VATSIM, let's go. Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Something doesn't look right to me. I can't picture what it is. We'll do rolling takeoff, shall we? Decluttering. Good. Chrono. Up to flex. Flex power set. That's stable. Forward on the stick. And off we go. Excellent. Man flex. SRS. Let's climb and runway nav and auto throttle's blue. And we're coming up to 80 knots. Get on the center line. 100 knots. A little bit of a crosswind again. 19 knots crosswind. 720. Taking the pressure off the stick. We should get a crab. V1. Rotate. Doesn't feel like it's crabbing at all. It feels like we're blown off the runway. I don't get a sense of a crab at all. Positive right, gear up. Do you know, in the sim, I don't get a sense of a crab at all. We're just blown off down the side, so wing into wind a little bit. Don't be decelerating, please. Mr. Airplane, gear is in transit. I'm not going to go outside like last time. Let's fly it a little bit. Let's get the autopilot on. We'll fly it a little bit, feet off the ground. That's 180 knots now. Just keep accelerating. 1400 feet. See? 1500 feet. And power back to climb mode. See, that's what I missed the last time. You hop outside. We're coming up to the S there saying sats up, I think. Let's turn. Let's take on the autopilot now. Take the flaps just because I want to get outside. Flaps are coming up now. We're cleared above the transition. Let's take it as that. Standard once, standard twice. I leave the center on Q and H. And let's hop outside. Look at that view. That's what I want. That's why I hop out too soon. I hop out too soon because I want you to see the view. Just listen one way. We're gone. We're off. We is gone, folks. I'm going to take off the cameras for the moment. Really nice. Looks stunning. I don't know what runway that is. Very nice. Okay, so flat, dumb and happy now. Let's have a look at the comments at last. Yeah, Davor, thank you very much. When was it you last saw me doing this? It was a good while ago, was it? It must have been. I started flying the 747 as well, right? Davor, that's hilarious. On YouTube then. So, some random Phillips getting new 4K monitor. After that, he said, just really sadly had to disconnect. Don't know what I did, but I messed something up and the plane was not very happy. But this has been happening to me since I came back. It does weird things, was disconnecting, and it's fairly solid now that I'm streaming for some reason. But I was worried about it. Like just before the stream I had to restart the flight simulator. You know? Which is, you know, a bit of a bummer, to be honest with you. It's going to be dark coming back, so we got to prepare the lights. What is this light for? Oh, I want the I tell you what I want those floodlight. I think that's the main panel floodlight. That's it, there we go. That's it. It's gonna get quite, they're gonna quite, I've got a I was lucky enough to get a LG C3, a C2 or C2. And I'm telling you, when you're flying this at night, they're too bright. So you got to turn stuff down because it just blinds you. It's bizarre. There we go. You can go a little bit dimmer as well, and as can you. Okay, gears up. Flaps are up. Spoilers are disarmed. Get rid of the takeoff lights there. They can come off and you can come off. That should be on. I'll have to find out what order it does. Is it weight and wheels, and they come on when wheels leave the ground? I don't know. I presume so. That's just common cop, I guess, with the Airbus. I could be wrong though. So we have 127 miles to go, exactly as it said. Let's get some vision going here. Let's zoom out. You should be looking in like that. Nothing at the TCAS at all. I'll be on next Wednesday, folks. Every Wednesday I'm doing the jets, okay? Every Wednesday. And Sundays we have our GA stream, Crazy Mad stream. That's what's happening there. You know, so let's have a look. I wanted to do videos now. I was talking all about videos, and I've got 3 airplanes to learn how to fly now, which has really stuffed me up with regards to the channel. But it'll be full go in the winter, as you know. If I get some time, it may not take that long actually, because I kind of fly through them quite quickly. I mean that in the real world. Ticket ages, you know. Okay. Another graph up here. Import from SimBrief, please. Okay, give me the stuff then. Sync right SimBrief. I want to see the map though, so I don't want to see in SimBrief. In Navigraph, should I say? Oh, here we go. Right. There we go. That's very cool. I haven't done that before, have I? So we're almost a quarter of the way there now, folks. So we should really get the weather. Now let's see if I come out of this and go back into SimBrief. Navigraph. Yeah, it leaves it where you are. That's what I want. Now let's get some stuff done here. We got to come back in to get ready for approach now. Good. We're at our cruise now, so let's get ready for approach. Let's get the weather. Arriving to Faro, which is Lima Papa Foxtrot Romeo. QNH is 1014. Go to performance. Really? 1-4. Copy that much of a change. Temperature in Faro is 19 degrees. It's quite chill. The wind in Faro is 250 at 4 knots. Transition level is 4,000 feet. Approach 139. Okay, fine. Minimums. Let's use our Navigraph. It'd be nice just to use this tablet for everything. Faro, will give me approach here. Arrival. We are arriving into 28. Don't zoom in anymore. No approach. I should have. Ah. Okay, you gotta grab that. I'm down here. Sorry, 28. 28. We do cat 2, cat 1. There's no cat 1. Like that. So we have our minimum. 2,000 feet. Let's get set to 2,000 feet. Very nice. Minimums is 99. Hang on, I thought it was 200 feet. Oh, doing Cat 2, okay. Well, I'd like Cat 1, but I'm going to do it visually anyway, so we'll just stick in the 99 then, or 118 we'll just do. I can't see the plate from there, which is kind of disappointing. See, I can't really... Oh, you can zoom in here though. Okay. Alright, now I can see it. Yeah, decision 118. 100 feet above. It's 18 feet above. Okay, it's 100 feet above the ground. Okay, fine. Fair enough. So that's that done. Let us go to RadNav and confirm the frequencies. The frequency is India Foxtrot's the identifier, and the ILS is 109.5 and 282 is the approach course. 281, 109.5. Yeah, it's always 1 degree out for some reason. I haven't got to the bottom of that yet, and that's all fine there. Let's go back to flight plan and do a cruise checklist. That's the kind of music I like now. That kind of, that's fine there. Cruise checklist, engine instruments, we just did that. Fuel quantity check. It's just checks you do for leaking and all that kind of stuff, you know. So we can have a look at the fuel. Well, it'll tell us straight off the bat here. 5,860 kilograms, which is great. Okay, fine. Your fuel used. Oil. I'd say if there's a big difference in one engine than the other, you've got a problem, don't you? Anyway, radios. Oh yeah, we said we'd do some radio stuff here. Let's see if we can't. I don't know if you connect. If anyone knows, let me know. If you can connect as observer and you're flying on the apron and stuff, is that a problem? Can they see you? I don't know. I'll have to find that out. Autopilot is fine. Lights as required. We switched off all the lights and we had the strobes on. Good. ATIS airport information check. That's when you go on the radio and check the ATIS. Altimeter is checked. I've set it down to the base for the approach in the ILS. De-ice, no worries. Top descent. Okay, descent speed, we're way off there. So next job is 10,000 feet. Here is our descent point, 30 miles away. Happy days. Flying away from the sun, of course. Let's tag up and see if we can see falling up. Let's get the cameras back on. And tagging up. No. It's gone. Oh, this Wild Titan. Look, he's in the Hawk. Wild Titan, welcome. Welcome, Wild Titan. It's bizarre. I put the wing lights on so we can see stuff and things, you know? So Randy Phillips says, what is the sim like in VR? It's really cool, actually. I haven't done it in ages. But well, I mean, maybe it was a month and a half ago I did it. Just, you know, it's really good. But the problem with VR is you gotta just have the experience, but you couldn't do it all the time. Now, can you? Because I've got plates all over. I've got two screens here. You know, I can't stream with it. I cannot stream with it because it doesn't translate. It looks awful. Maybe, you know, because I've got all the plates and stuff here. I've got you know, all sorts of windows. I've got SimBrief open up here, but I wonder, could you do it in here? You know, just the pad. I have to use the pad more often now. You know, so you could possibly do the whole flight without lifting the glasses. You know, on your own. You know. But then now I've complicated things with VATSIM, because now you don't want to see who's on the The problem with VATSIM is you need to see who's on the frequency. I'm guessing now today, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing. How do you find out who's on? Now, if I go here to Faro, Echo... I'm only learning it. Now, that's it, right? Lima, Papa, Foxtrot, Romeo. That's the airport, yes. I'll have that go. Now, who's on frequency? That's people who are flying. Controllers? Now, give me a sec, folks. It's getting chilly in here, and I left the back door open. So if I could be so rude as to leave the seat for 2 minutes to close the back door, I'll be back presently. Okay. We're back. We're back. So, I need to see who's in frequency. So, the problem is, do I have to be connected to hear it? I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Okay, I've gone past Bugger. Right, to start with. Bugger. I have neglected to see what happens when you leave your seat there, folks. To descent. So how high are we off our descent, and do I have to manage this now? I do. So if I go to performance, we need drag for starters. Right. How off are we? We can do hold. Only 800 feet. You must have been watching going, he's done it again. He's done it again. But I caught it. It's been caught, folks. Let's declutter. Let's just hop outside right quick to sail up. Falling up there is up and away. Gustus, are you with us? Wild Titans on the ground in the Hawk. If you're wondering why those lights are on, I just put it on for night time. That's really to check for icing, I think, isn't it? You know, check for icing. Decluttering. We are on track and we're going a little bit too slow. That's why the engines are powering up. So the spoilers, I just flipped them up there. So we are, how many miles out are we now? 39 miles. Now, I'm glad I did this whole thing with the... Oh, wow. A new subscriber, folks. Jose Martinez Lupe has subscribed. Thank you very much. Jose. Welcome to the madness, Jose. And Buttons is delighted to have you. Yeah, Jose, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Crazy Madness. Let us know in the chat if you want to. Some people don't like going into the chat, I know that. But let me know what stage you're at. Are you flight simming or thinking of getting into it? Because we're looking for new people to follow along. Do you know? And also, Jose, if you've probably maybe just joined us there now. I do the whole thing from zero, like from television wants to turn off again. The television wants to turn off again. I do it from zero, like cold and dark, right? In the Airbus. I'm kind of learning it myself now, in all fairness, and I learned off the street. I just took off one day and asked people, what do I do? What happens? You know? So anyone who is kind of at that stage where it seems intimidating, and I was intimidated by the big jets for years, wasn't I? I didn't do big jets. Okay, I flew them and took pictures of them and stuff, but I didn't really. And I suppose I started flying the 737 back in X-Plane 11. That was 2-3 years ago now, but I could only just barely fly it, really, you know, if even. My point is, if you got any questions, that's what I want to be doing, answering questions so that I can answer. And if I can't answer it, I'm going to find out. There you go. So welcome. Thank you, Clappy D. Clappy D there just put a link to the Discord. So you can hit the Discord if you're learning flight sim. Everyone's very friendly. It's free. It's practically support for free. You know, like, should I buy this joystick? How do you do a SID? How do you, you know, how do you fly the Airbus with the 737 or any airplane, and they'll help you, you know. Let's get LS on here. 11 more miles as the crow flies. So we're going to do our big turn here with my new waypoint. It's grip. I'm very proud of that. So we're at idle. Let's get a checklist out, shall we? Let's get the passengers back into their seats. Oh, I didn't take them off. They're still there. Oh well, tough shit. Oh, I didn't turn on the line. Did I switch those off? Well, they're on now. Taxi lights. Why don't we turn off lights? And our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be making our approach shortly. We ask that you take your drinks to your seat and fasten your safety belt. We'll be offering more drinks shortly. Also, we would like to take this time to thank you, all of our subscribers and members, for supporting our endeavors. If you are not a subscriber on Twitter or member on YouTube, please consider joining in order to secure our adventures far into the future. Thank you.
Yeah. That's what happens when you leave the cockpit. We got to our speed. We got to our speed. See, when you leave the cockpit like that, it's dodgy. So approach phase is now active, I hope. Do you know, let's get approach on. And get continuing with the checklist. Safety belt signs, radios, speed. It's coming down to 210 knots. Landing lights are on. Taxi lights are on. Ground spoilers, arm. Auto brake. I'll put it to low. Okay. Just annoying because it doesn't disengage them when you use the brakes yourself. I think that's what happens. I think that music's annoying me now. I think what happens is when you touch the brakes on landing, it disengages the auto brake. Because the other way I come to a stop sometimes, it's very displeasing. On the runway, it's not quick enough. Switch off the auto brakes. Ground spoilers, auto brake, flaps 10 miles out, so 10 miles out. We got to do stuff and things. 12.2 miles to go. Now, this is much nicer intercept for the ILS than what was given. See? No panic. 11 miles. If I'd have done that one that it gave me, because they're vectored in the real world, right? I'd be here panicking and it'd be all over the shop, you know? Transition altitude. shit. QNH. One 014. It's gonna beep at me next. I'm not quick enough. Once, thrice, twice. QNH is set. Flaps 1. Oh, wait. No. No. Why are we going so fast? Bugger. Why are we going so fast? What have I done? What have I not done? Taking the power by myself. Taking the power back. Taking the power back. Brakes.
2,500.
Cars at idle. Gears coming down. Shit. What have I done wrong there? It didn't take the power back because I didn't hit approach mode, I'd say. Can we manage this? 240 and decreasing. Gears coming down. Flaps. Speed checks. Flaps 1. Speed checks. Almost. Speed checks. Flaps 2. Speed checks. Flaps 3. Speed checks, flaps 4. Full flaps. We got away with it. We got away with it. There's someone ahead of us there. We're not in VATSIM, so I'm not going to go around. It could be one of the boys. Yeah, it's people flying the flight sim. There's the actual real world traffic going around, simulated. Okay, autopilot off. I'm going to take this one now. Wind is head. No, autopilot off, please. Not the other one. There we go. Autopilot off. I have control of the engines. The power, and this is going to be difficult because, and I'll tell you why it's difficult, because the throw is very little. I'm going too slow.
Speed.
Adding power, you see, I knew it. Get on it. A little bit of a crosswind from the left.
500.
Don't do so still. I hate doing this manually with the power because there's no throw on the physical throttles I have. Come on, get up to 140. Get up to 140. I'm gonna start cursing. I haven't got my right seated position, so awkward to stay on the sim. It always takes me in too high. Always takes me in. Steering cockpit. Always takes me in too high.
100 above.
We're looking good.
100. Minimum.
Continue landing.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Nice firm Ryanair landing to get the nose wheel down so we can steer. Reverse thrust. Board of the stick. Any knots? I don't need those reverse now. We're going to have to move it along. Reverse off. I got away with that. I got away with that. I wonder was it stable. Take the high speed exit here to the right. There we go. So I'm thinking because I didn't activate approach mode, but it disappeared. We're gonna have to review that and see what that was. You know, we'll come to a stop here. We'll clean everything up. We'll clean everything up. We're just getting the taxiway here. Come to a halt. Oh, it's turned too much. There we go. Come to a halt here now, folks. Now, brakes on. Flaps up. Disarmed spoilers. Oh. That's interesting. That's why they have 2 people on the airplane. The spoilers were down. I had to add shitloads of power to overcome the drag from the spoilers. Right, so that's one thing. Cloppy D, I missed that. I couldn't. I said Sarah Cockpit. I couldn't. Cloppy D, thank you very much for the €5 to the channel. Thank you very much, Cloppy D, folks. Cloppy D, thank you. Wow, you do so much. You know, he's the best moderator. He looks after everything. You know. Cloppy D, thank you so much. That'll go towards our next scenery, which is going to be East Mids. That's going to be really cool. That's your man Pyrogy. So that's going to go towards that, and we're going to be flying from there from time to time. So thank you so much, Cloppy D. You know, hats off to Cloppy D, folks. Really, thank you so much. I heard it, and I was in the shit, and you timed it well, Cloppy D. You know, because I was in the shits. You know, wasn't I? So the first thing that did wrong, I haven't done that for. I don't think have I ever done that. You know, left the spoilers down. So that's the first thing I did wrong there, right? That's just a side stick nonsense. I turned off the auto throttle on purpose because I had, it was like 210 knots, wasn't it? And I was going, well, I'm only a couple of miles out. But I did notice, I didn't get, see, this is confusing me. In approach mode, it didn't have, it's all gone now, you know. It didn't have, in performance, it didn't, the approach phase was just gone. And I think if you do that, it's not going to get ready for, it's not going to slow you down, you know. I had armed the approach, had I? I'll have to look at the video. What are you going to do? So that's what happened there, folks. So I'll have to look into that. Let's taxi to the gates here. Let's get some power on. Parking brake off. We've got disarmed. The flaps are up. TCAS and transponder. Lights. We'll keep it on taxi lights. We'll get up here and do some stuff and things. So yeah, that was just, I don't know. That's got to be approach face down here. And there's a certain point, obviously, it disconnects. I don't know. I thought I had that question answered. You know? So that was interesting. That was interesting. I suppose I am actually quite tired, as I said at the beginning, but that's no excuse. No, that's not the reason why I did that. It's not because I'm too tired. But it's really, you know, you got to have procedures to check this, and I'm not using them properly. I don't want to learn procedures particularly, because if I learn them, then I want to get specific procedures, or learn the specific procedures from a specific airline. Do you know what I mean? And that would be nice. So then we're on the ball. Let's see if it'll give us taxi to gates. Oh, there's no gates in Faro, is there not? Oh great. Taxi to general aviation via taxiway. That's just some other guy. Shamrock 1123. Okay. So where's that? Where's that going to bring us? Let's put on the baby wheels. Oops. Baby wheels, I said. No baby wheels? No baby wheels. Okay, we'll just find any old place. Where is... Let's get up to the left here. Yes, your timing's well planned, Copy D, absolutely. So Matt Philip says, if you were able to fly for any airline, what would you choose? And I don't think you'll ever get to choose. If I was to in the imaginary land, God, I don't know. I don't know them. You see, it wouldn't be Ryanair. Okay, they're too angry. You know, not the pilots, not the stewardesses. Just the Michael O'Leary anger train of it's all about money. Do you know, it's a stressful job. I know people are working there and they're all stressed out and they leave after a year or two. Not the pilots now, but the ground staff. So it wouldn't be Ryanair anyway. Wouldn't be British Airways really, because I'm not from there. I would say it'd be Aer Lingus maybe. Do you know, I think I have to say, it's very impressive. They're very impressive in Aer Lingus because their pilots aren't tired, as far as I can ascertain. They really aren't. They're not allowed to be tired, you know, and stressed out. You can't work like that. It's you know, and Aer Lingus I think get that. I think they get that point, that you can't have pilots being stressed out. It's just too dodgy to do that. I'm going to park up here now. So I'd say to be Aer Lingus because I'm familiar with them. I've flown with them, and as I said to you in the past many times, I'd rather pay an extra few quid to fly Aer Lingus, do you know, than anyone else, than Ryanair, for example. You know, just a little bit of panache. That's all you want. A little bit of, I don't know where I can see anything here now. A little bit of panache, you know, a little bit of class, just a little bit. I can't see where to park. Oh, I'm off the line there. I see it now. But I'd say it'd be Aer Lingus, LPPT. Who else? Qantas, if I was an Australian. Where is the actual... Oh, there we are. I'm actually in the right place, I think. There we go. Welcome back on. Let's get the old stairs in there. Oh, we're going to have a look at all the replays, folks. Don't forget about that. So, I won't do it. Okay, so let's have a look at the replays. So for the replays, we're going to have to look at daytime. Well, the golden hour at least, right? So we're going to change the time to about here. Right, I'm going to put the flaps back down for the replay, because that's where they were. I'm not going to touch anything else. And welcome back to Faro. We're on for 2 hours 48 minutes. Is that all? Right, for 2 hours 48 minutes? Really? Seems a lot longer than that for some reason. You know, let's tag up and see if we can see any of the boys. There's Swifty there, but I can't see. That could be one of ours there, one of our guys there, but I cannot see the tags. You know? So 3:18. Yeah, I'm in the right place there. That's fine. So now all night I can be thinking about how that happened, and I need to know why, because that's going to happen again otherwise. Aer Lingus is very professional, says Cockpit. Yes, they are. They absolutely are. I think they are, and it's, you know what? I have to say, by talking to a few of the pilots in Aer Lingus, it's not a stressful job, but it's how you gotta know a lot of stuff. Like the type rating's hard, but they don't drive you demented. You know, with they're not stuck doing flight plans. Flight plan's done, right? When they finish flying, they just do their thing. They secure the aircraft. They leave. They just dump the paperwork, and they're gone. Okay, if the paperwork's wrong, I'm sure they get a call, but they're not driven demented once they get in the ground. I mean, Ryanair, you don't get paid until only when you're flying. So, you know, so Aer Lingus is certainly the favourite. So anyway, it is very professional for many, many reasons, and also what they do in Aer Lingus, which I think is ingenious. And I only learned this recently, is that if you're a family member of a pilot or crew, you can get like flights for 200 quid to like across the Atlantic. It's really cheap, like, and you get to sit at the seats, and it's, you know, off you go, you know. And they do that for all their staff, and of course everyone comes away going, oh, how great Aer Lingus is, and it's a great marketing tool actually. I don't know if it's meant to be that way. I think it's just a perk, but if you think about it, it's a great marketing tool because everyone walks away saying how great Aer Lingus is. I think it's very ingenious, you know. So Brandon Phillips says Aer Lingus is amazing. Happy they have Manchester. Yes, they have Manchester have won. Let me start that again, right? He says Aer Lingus is amazing. Happy they have Manchester as one of their bases. Like Golf Echo India Delta Yankee and Golf Echo India Lima Alpha flying out of it, and the ATRs and the A320. Yeah, the new base in Manchester. So Amanda Phillips says surprised they offer Manchester to Orlando and JFK. Wouldn't have thought an Irish airline using a British airport as a small little base and few aircraft. Hang on. Wouldn't have thought an Irish airline using a British airport as a space for a new aircraft. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's great. They have another base, you know. Aer Lingus need to grow a little bit. They should. I think they deserve it because they do treat their staff well. And if you've got happy people, you've got a happy airline. If you've got a happy airline, you're going to make money. And if all the staff are happy, people will want to pay an extra few quid for Aer Lingus. And I've always said that. And I've always gone, I want to go somewhere, like where was the last place? It was ages ago, Reyes. I couldn't get Aer Lingus and I was pissed off. I had to fly Ryanair, you know. So I get disappointed when I have to fly Ryanair. Aer Lingus are great, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Cockpit says Aer Lingus don't treat packs as meat to be moved. Absolutely. You know, a little bit, that's why you're paying for a little bit of normal Irish respect. You know, companies like Ryanair, scangers sometimes. Okay, you get from A to B, you know, fine, and you'll deal with all the stuff. Like, I have so many stories, but I won't bitch about them too much. But yeah, Aer Lingus is great. Stop giving away the secret, Scripper. Yeah, I will. So great, folks. Oh yeah, the replays. I'm going to take my face off for the moment so we can get some eye candy for the replays. Let's get the yoke camera off and my face. I'll be back in a minute. Let's reset the cam. No, reset the cam. Okay. And please still be recording. Oh, it's still recording. 2 hours. Stop recording. And replay. There's our 2 sectors if you like. Let's move it on. We'll do the takeoff first. So this is the takeoff from Faro at the beginning. We just do one takeoff. Right? Just do one takeoff. Look at that. It's falling up. Falling up. Thanks a million for joining us. Happy days. So yeah, VATSIM. I was doing VATSIM today, and it's a big new world, folks. It's a big new world. Everything's different now. It's like flight simulator is different. I heard this before. People saying, "Wow, VATSIM. Once you get confident after your first day or 2." It opens up a whole new world. I'll keep you informed. I'll probably do 1 or 2 videos on it. If I get to, I know I keep saying I'm going to make videos. We all know, you know, I've got lots to do with real flying now in the summer. I've got stuff to learn and shit. I have to renew my multi-IR as well, so I might practice that simulator and do it on the stream one day. I don't know. It's just so busy. That's a nice takeoff. Maybe I'll just do Aer Lingus Airbuses for a while, you know? Because I need to get to know the Airbus well now. You know, it won't animate the gear coming up, by the way. Let's pause that and do our approach. We're going to do 3 approaches. Whoop-de-doo. I'm going to do the normal wheel view on the approach. The scenery will load in. There we go. Decluttering. I'm going to do a few of each. This is the one I screwed up, isn't it? I screwed up this approach. Yeah, it's a crosswind, right? You just don't feel the crab in the simulator at all. You really don't. You wouldn't be or. You know? The crab in the simulator, you gotta set your seat up position so you're looking at the right direction. This is the one I stuffed up. Thank you so much, Philip. This is a nice takeoff. So Amanda Phillips says, I loved the flight from Manchester to Orlando with Aer Lingus. The staff were amazing and super accommodating. Yes, They do kind of... See, you got to remember, staff in Aer Lingus, they're doing all sorts of stuff. I met some people in Aer Lingus, and they're volunteering for stuff. They're doing college degrees. You know, they're not dummies by any stretch of the imagination. They're well educated in that fact. There's it inside there. And they take pride in looking after people. And I've seen that before. You see, I didn't get the centre line. That's why that happened. Oh, they best. Oh, God. Don't kick yourselves. Flight sim, as you well know, is notorious for its very difficult crosswind landings. Let's have a look at that from the side. And read those comments as you watch now. Then we're going to do the window view, and then we're going to do the ground view, first person's perspective from the ground. So they're very good, and they see they're happy. Ryanair staff are just tired in the cabin. They're tired, they're stressed, they've no money, they've got to pay rent in some foreign country, and they're just working to live. You know, so it's the opposite in Aer Lingus. So Madam Phillips says they were very helpful. Can't wait to fly with them again in Christmas 2024. Wonder if the A330-300 will be updated to the 900s. I don't know. So Madam Phillips says, I'm sorry if I don't make sense. I know, they're not weird. Northerners are not weird. They guard the wall against the White Walkers. Nice takeoff and good landing mates. It's wonderful. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I think they're... I haven't flown anywhere for a while. Well, I have flown Aer Lingus actually. Only recently, sure. What am I talking about? Yeah, they're all very good. All very good. And it's nice. It's amazing to hear you guys. I mean, you're giving them tons, you know? Yeah, you're giving them loads of kudos there, and it's, you know, they're doing something right now, you know? Aren't they? You know, they got respect for people, you know? That's what counts. There was yeah, here's what it was. They had in the cabin, they're all leaving and stuff, and they want to get home, and it's been a long flight. And there's supposed to be a wheelchair turn up to professionally take someone who can't walk out of the airplane. I think that's what it was. I don't know the full story. But the stewards and stewardesses just stayed at the cabin. They just stayed, and they looked after the person, you know. Whereas in other airlines, they just walk away. You know, I find that with Ryanair, it's something similar. Where so that's a bad landing there. It looks okay from the angle, but I kind of had a little bit of a tippy landing there. But I got the touchdown markers. Let's not mention that anymore. Let's just go ahead. I won't do the other third-person view. I'm going to walk away from that one. I'm going to pause, and we're going to go for the we'll do the takeoff from the return. We'll do the first person and the last one, will we? Let's have a look to see how far the tail goes towards the ground, shall we? But anyway, sorry, yeah, I flew Ryanair once, and there was a diversion, and they said, yeah, we've been diverted. We missed our slot, so we had to divert to another place. And they said there would be a bus waiting for you to take you to your destination, right? And the crew in Ryanair just ran away. They just ran off. And that looks okay. We didn't hit the tail, didn't hit the ground. They just ran off and left us in the terminal. There was no bus coming at all. You have to look after yourselves. There's no bus. It's fucked off. They don't have the system. They don't have the system like, you know, Aer Lingus does. Pause replay. Whereas Aer Lingus wouldn't do that. No. Yeah, this is the one. Alright. This is the last one. Oddly enough, I'm less tired now than when I started. Isn't that bizarre? I was very tired starting off. That's a little bit far, isn't it? closer here. Oh yeah, this is where... Okay, let's examine this. This is where I didn't activate approach phase and I was way too fast. So I dropped the gear down early, got the flaps right at the edge, and we got the speed under control, and I had to use the power manually rather than having auto throttle. And as you know, on the Thrustmaster Airbus control, the throw for the throttle is tiny, so you add a tiny bit of power put it in with the throttle, but that's like 50%, you know? So it's quite tricky to do it without much throw of the throttle. That's what I'll say. So approach face was the problem there. There's the flaps coming down. So I lowered the gear early to slow it down, right? We'll keep that picture there and we'll have a look at the touchdown. Then we'll do the, so this is, we're going to do this view. We're going to do a view from the side, then a view from passenger window, and then a view from first person standing on the runway. And that'll do us. Yes, I'm Randy Phillip. The graphics are amazing, and I still just like watching it here, sitting here, looking at it, you know? It's just stunning. I mean, they must have gone two or three generations, you know, in one fell swoop. I mean, this is one of the things us computer gamer buffs will remember. That was the year that Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, so that's so bad. You can't trust the feet per minute, but it says 400. I don't know. Apparently, in the flight management computer, you can actually record the G of the landing. I have to find that. Let's do the view from the side. So you can find it in the FMC model or not, I don't know. But it's in there somewhere. I haven't learned anything new in this stream, have I? Except what not to do, again. I didn't activate approach mode. Again. Now I'm going to put the daylight here because you can't see the shadows in the ground, okay? There we go, that's better. That looks like a soft landing to me, and it's saying 280 feet per minute, so you can't trust that. That was a soft landing, I think. I think we've got the centre line. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're on the centre line now. It's right on the centre line there, almost. And it doesn't animate the reverse thrust, unfortunately. Let's do window view. How about this one here? Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Bear with me. Let's get our view sorted out here for what the deuce is going on here. Oh, I know what's happened. I know what's happened. I know. Oh, let me do it. I have to come outside. It's the... Gotta reset the camera view. I don't know why it's doing that now all of a sudden, folks. Isn't that bizarre? Bear with me. It's very strange. It's doing that all of a sudden. Look, it's... Can't have that. Okay. There we go. Now, let's go to the other side. There we go. Now we're back to normal, folks. Okay, let's have a look at that view. The last one, we'll do the... we'll do the first person view. Or, sorry, yeah. First person view on the side of the runway. That's annoying. animate the spoilers? I think it does. No. It doesn't animate the spoilers, folks. Yeah, Cockpit D, I was very young. I must have been about 5 or 6 or something. With regards to, you know, you're just saying there that you remember when Microsoft Flight Simulator in 1995. I remember the very first one. Right, now let's organise our view on first person. It was just wireframe, but I knew what it was. You know, I knew what it was. Sorry that this is going to be a bit sensitive because of the long time we were streaming. I want the view to be about there. So, activate the screen. We've got a view from here, standing about. Is there light anywhere? Right here. What we do. A little bit small there, right there. Go into the camera. Disconnect follow mode. Get lock mode going. And go back a little bit. And here we go. This is the favourite view I like the most. Firm landing. Not the worst in the world. Get the nose wheel down so I can steer. Look, it's stunning. It looks stunning. Even the slope of the runway, it's just bizarre. Let's have a look at that again. But yeah, I remember Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it was just wireframe. You look it up and you'll see it, and I knew what it was. I was mad into it since then, bizarrely enough. I was always mad into airplanes as a kid, you know. Like most of us here watching the channel. So I want to thank Clappy D. Clappy D, you're a star. He says so much to look forward to. Graphically light compared to now, but engrossing. Yeah, it's just, look at that. Looks it was going to be heavy, but it wasn't so heavy. What's it saying feet per minute there? 244. There we go, folks. That was my Wednesday stream. So Clappy D, thank you very much for your 5 towards the channel. That'll go to the next scenery for sure. Thank you so much. And for all your good work here, you know, and reminding me about stuff. Thanks for some random Philip. Sorry I couldn't see some of you. Thanks to random Philip, and thanks to, who else do we have there? I'm just scrolling up the comments here. Where were you? There's a few others of you there, and I'm scrolling too much. Brendan Beery, thank you so much as well. For following along. I'm just reading who's on the chat there. I know I'm going to miss some of you. Where's some? Boston Elf as well is watching. Greetings, Ian Bevington as well. And Tritz4 is also on. And Deborah 453. Happy days. So thank you very much, folks, for watching this Aer Lingus flight. I might do Aer Lingus actually, because you're so fond of them. I think we should do Aer Lingus liveries for a while, will we? Shits and giggles. We'll find the Manchester or something like that. So folks, oh, hang on. Camera work, gripper sim, camera work. I'm back. So thank you so much, folks, for watching this Wednesday. I'll see you on Sunday with Colonel Clink and Producer Buttons. I'm going to eat some food now. And yeah, I'll get the FATSIM going eventually. When I get some time, I'm going to play with that. I'm going to work it out myself first. I don't want to embarrass myself, do I? So thank you very much, everyone, for following along. And you know what? We'll see you very, very soon. And thanks for watching and following and all that kind of stuff. And I'm looking for the intro here, as I usually do, and I can't find it. There we go. Or the outro, should I say. And we'll see you very, very soon. Ciao, ciao, and thanks a million.